What's good, me? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the wireless lineup, and more specifically that Saturday wireless lineup, because it is absolutely abysmal. But you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to Dave, drop a banger like this one, and hit that note because you're in it, so you'll be the first to know one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Again guys, sorry for the hiatus, a lot of family stuff going on right now, but I promise I'm back to regularly scheduled programming. Now, if you didn't already know, this weekend is the long-awaited Wireless 2025 20-year celebration of the festival, with the boy Drizzy Drake headlining all 3 days. And this Monday just gone, Wireless, after months and months of mystery and speculation, they finally decided to release the full lineup for the event. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people on the internet are not happy. They're calling it mid for all intensive purposes. Do I personally think it's mid? I mean, it's all right. You know what I mean? There's definitely some days that are better than others. Some days are absolutely abysmal, but how about we talk about the good bits first before I get into the bad bits? So on Friday, we've obviously got Drake, we've got Summer Walker, we've got Party Next Door. We already knew about them anyway. They were announced straight away along with Drake headlining the festival. But then we've also got Leon Thomas, we've got K1, we've got O'Deal. They're all going to be on the main stage. And then we've got Roy Woods, Sailor, Curry, Nipper, and Camilla Rose on the Old Spice stage. Now, if you're lovers of R&B, you're going to love this lineup because all of these people have been making huge waves in R&B in their own respective ways, in their own respective lanes. So if you're an R&B lover, Friday is the place to be. I think this is a pretty decent lineup if you ask me. And then on Sunday, we've also got quite a good fusion lineup where it's like half Afrobeats artists, half dancehall artists coming together. So on Sunday, we have Drake obviously headlining. We've got Burna Boy, Vybz Kartel, Popcorn, Spice, Masika, Uncle Waffles, Darku, Odumodo Black. I hope I said that right. Apologies if I didn't.
You a literate nigga. You can't read between the lines.
And Ski and Izzy Bozzy. I'm not gonna lie, as I said, this lineup looks good as well. You know, there's some heavy hitters, and of course it's the return of the world boss. So this day is due to be a viral movie. But it seems like everyone's point of contention appears to be with the Saturday lineup, and honestly, I can see why. You know, it's got Drake headlining, obviously. It's got BBK, Big X the Plug, Lancey, Nems, DJ AG, Fimigero, Sahabi, Len, Chai Cartier, YT, and Kenny Allstar.
I don't know what kind of herb from Jamaica you've been smoking, but that is disgusting crap.
Now, I have to be honest here, and I have to look at both sides of the argument. You know, on one hand, I can see why people are saying that this lineup is complete and utter dumpster juice. You know, there's not really any big names on this lineup per se. I've seen a couple people online saying, why would you pay to go and see DJ AG when you can go to King's Cross and see him for free? Which, as funny as that statement is, I mean, come on, man. Give DJ AG some grace, man. He's been putting in mad work this year. Like, he deserves that wireless spot. But I mean, other than that, yeah, it's not looking good, man. It was phrased as Drake and the Mandem, but the Mandem, they're not looking Gara, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, sure, people will say that BBK are big hitters and those are big names on the lineup, but no disrespect to BBK, you know, of course, they're legends, they're pioneers within their own right. But I mean, in 2025, are we considering BBK a big name to put on a lineup? Bearing in mind that there will be people as young as 16 in wireless. Like, are they really going to be caring about BBK in 2025? Some of those people don't even know what BBM is, let alone BBK. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? These are YGs. Will the crowd even know half of the tunes that are going to be being performed on the stage at that time? Like, I'm not being funny, but I saw Nines when he performed at Wireless in 2022, and it almost felt like he was a legacy act. Like, half of the tunes, apart from his major hits like I See You Shining and tunes of that realm, you know, half of his hits no one even knew. Like, the place was just full of year 11s and they were just looking like, who is this uncle? Like, and if they're thinking who's this uncle about Nines, bloody hell, they might be thinking, who are these grandpas when they see BBK come out?
I'm just saying.
And again, I mean that with no disrespect to BBK or Nines. I'm just keeping it honest. Like, I'm just saying what I saw. It was also announced recently that PK Humble might be performing at Wireless. He posted something on his story that going to be on the Wireless main stage. And you know, whether this is true or not, it's crazy at this point that I can't even tell whether or not this is true, because Wireless is so tapped that this could possibly be something that they would do. And you know, I saw him put something on his Twitter and he said, I'm getting hate for being on the Wireless lineup. One of my biggest achievements, if it was Kai Senato, the UK is bad vibes. And PK, I just gotta be real. No, bro, just no. Don't use the UK's bad vibes card here. No. No one wants to see fucking PK Humble on the main stage of Wireless, which is a music festival. We don't want to see an influencer on the main stage. The main stage, not even the Old Spice stage. They're putting him on the main stage of a music festival. No, people did not pay money to see you. I don't know, what are you even gonna do, bro? I'm not even on a hater thing, but what's PK Humble gonna do in Wireless? What's he doing? What, keep up? Well, he's gonna dance and do that thing he was doing at Soccer Aid, where he was doing that dance. Bro, come on, man. I can watch that on YouTube for free. I'm paying to go and see you dance, bro. Other people I'm paying to go see dance is Diversity. And even then, I don't think I'd pay to see them. And the whole, if it was Kai Cenat, bro, I don't even want to see Kai Cenat at Wireless. Even if I saw Kai Cenat, number one, you're not Kai Cenat, no disrespect. But I'd still think, what is Kai Cenat doing? Like, I'll still be thinking, why is Kai Cenat on? I want to see, what's he gonna do, bro? I don't want to, watch him stream from the Wireless stage. What's an idiot thing, bro? So yeah, like, don't see it as people hating on you. Nobody's hating. We're just thinking, this isn't what we paid for. Cool if we were going to, I don't know, YouTuber con or influencer con or whatever, then you are on the stage. Cool, like, that makes more sense. But this isn't that, bro. It's a music festival and you don't make music. So it's like, why are you there?
Yeah, that's true. Now let's go back to my nigga on the floor.
I don't know. I think people expected to see like some of the people that Drake's collaborated and helped propagate as part of the lineup previously. Like we're expecting to see maybe a Central C or maybe a Dave or a Heady One or a Jay Huss or like, I don't know, the people that we actually care about for loss of a better term. Obviously, Skepta's there because, you know, Skepta's part of BBK and they've collaborated previously. But apart from Skepta, I don't think there's anyone else in BBK that people are really going to care about. And bear in mind, I'm talking about the crowd that's going to be at Wireless. Bear in mind, Wireless, the entry from Wireless is from 16 and up. So you have to put that into perspective with what I'm saying. I've seen it live firsthand. These young'uns, they don't know about tunes, bro. I'm telling you. Last time I was at Wireless, they were playing Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing. And one of these YGs asked me, whose song is this? I looked at him like,
What? What are you talking about?
You must have lost your mind. Of course, you know, there are a lot of underground artists on here as well who make good music, and I'm very happy that they're getting their shine, like, you know, people like Lancey and Len, etc, etc. But I think the general consensus when looking at this lineup is that it just seems a little bit underwhelming, which I think is an accurate description of it, if I'm being honest. I think we expected a lot more given the kind of talent that's available in the UK. However, I do hear the argument on the opposite side of this spectrum, which is like, why would you be putting the likes of Heady One or Dave or Jay Huss on a lineup when some of these people haven't dropped music in about 2 to 3 years and they haven't really had active years like that? And unfortunately, that is how festivals work. You know, you're only really going to be on a festival lineup if you've been putting in the work that year prior and you've been making waves in the music scene, or if you've already had a discussion with them prior and they know that you're dropping music, or you've had a hit song, or something needs to have happened where your name is in the zeitgeist of that year for you to be put on the festival. So, or you have to have reached legendary status where they know that whether you have dropped an album this year or whether you've dropped an album 5 years ago, they know that people are still going to come and they're still going to see you. So that's the likes of, you know, the Drakes, the Kanyes, the Beyoncés, etc. When you're at that level, it doesn't really matter whether you've dropped music or not. They know people are going to show up. The Frank Oceans, like, they know people would want to show up to see Frank Ocean because he's been so distant. But on the ground level, like those people we mentioned, who really, let's be honest, none of them have reached that legendary status yet, to no one else's fault but their own. If I'm being totally honest, these people don't have enough real estate. They don't have enough Pokemon badges to just be slapped on a festival, to just be part of Drake's, like, quote unquote mandem. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just not making sense logically speaking. And obviously Wireless is a business and they have to bring in the people that they know are going to bring in the crowd and sell the tickets. So I do also want to point out that the whole lineup in general seems quite light when it comes to, you know, quote unquote big names outside of the headline acts that have already been announced. And I think this is mainly because, well, first and foremost, you know, they blew the budget on Drake. Let's be real. Drake is probably getting roughly about 2 to 3 mil a show nowadays. So if he's doing all 3 days of Wireless, that means he's probably getting like 6 mil over the course of that weekend. Vybz Kartel probably charged a hefty fee for his exclusive show of the summer as well. At least it was at the time. I don't think it is now. I mean, Burna Boy's probably charging a lot. All these people are probably charging a lot. So Wireless has probably blew their budget on the headline acts already. So that's probably why you're seeing, like, I would say this year feels like the most year out of all the other years where you're seeing artists that they need Wireless more than Wireless needs them, if that makes sense. Like, Wireless, them being at Wireless is a bigger look for them than it is for Wireless. Like, A lot of times you think, wow, Wireless got Travis Scott. Oh, Wireless has got Nicki Minaj coming. Oh, Wireless got J. Cole. Like, when it's people like that, you think, wow, how did Wireless get them on the lineup? But these people, you're kind of thinking, oh, damn, like, it's good that they're going to, like, this is a good look for them. This is going to big up their brand a little bit more, which obviously some people don't necessarily like. They'd prefer it to be the other way around. So I guess it just depends on what kind of person you are, whether you're a glass half empty or glass half full type of person. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how the festival actually ends up panning out. I'm going to be there every single day, all day, every day. So if you see me there, you know, feel free to come and say hi. I don't bite. You know what I mean? We can almost guarantee that one or more of these artists is going to end up dropping out before the actual festival starts, because they always do. So yeah, you just watch this space and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But in the words of Heady One,
it's a bit of a sticky one still.
But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. What do you think about the Wireless lineup? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 3,000 subs, you know what time it is. You can follow my personal IG at LiTTyENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. All right, peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing?